Welcome and thank you for joining us for Dairy Innovation Hub and Hyper Innovation sponsored Meadow Breeze, an ultra-filtered, ultra-high temperature pasteurized aseptic milk pouch with integrated cold pack. We're bringing together existing and innovative technologies to produce a high protein, low sugar, extended shelf life or shelf stable product in delicious flavors that's ready to drink cold on the go or under reduced refrigeration requirements.
While creating our product, we really wanted to focus on ways to extend the shelf life of Wisconsin dairy products. Milk delivery, storage, and consumption in schools works how it is, but there are flaws such as limited storage space and refrigerator capacity, high delivery costs, and unexcitement from children. With our product, we are changing how schools and kids view milk by adding in instant cooling, extending the shelf life, reducing or even eliminating refrigeration, reducing storage space, and increasing desirability. We know from previous studies and research that cold milk storage for traditional paper or plastic milk cartons is a high need in schools throughout the U.S. With this new technology, we will be able to reduce food waste, distribution, and storage energy costs, unlike traditionally packaged milks. This proves that it is feasible, and since it is uncommon in the U.S. right now, has limited competition. There are also currently no instant cooling technologies that are integrated into beverages, making our product unique even outside of the country. For desirability, we focused on who would really be using our product: schools for purchasing and school-aged children for consumption. Knowing the major pain points related to milk in schools now, such as needing constant refrigeration, daily purchasing to limit spoilage, and the kids being unexcited to drink milk, we knew there needed to be a change. We also realized that change would be unnecessary if kids simply did not want to drink milk anymore. I created a survey for a rural school and got feedback that almost 70% of students would drink milk if it came in different packaging and flavors, making it more desirable to them. This survey really showed that kids are excited for change and would be willing to branch out of their traditional paper milk cartons.
As Neve just mentioned, our goal is to integrate our pouches into school lunch programs by solving several key issues. The first is reducing cold storage need, as our product does not need cold storage and has an instant cold pack. The next is by extending the shelf life. This allows milk not to spoil as quickly and requires less deliveries per week. We plan on increasing milk consumption by using a different package type that will be more appealing to kids and offering more flavors for students to pick from. The main three technologies we will utilize is UHT pasteurization, aseptic packaging, and ultrafiltration. The cost for this equipment is quite expensive, so we would partner with current facilities that already use the equipment, as we will talk about more later.
In terms of viability, we look more specifically into long-term growth and sustainability in the industry. As Neve demonstrated above, the survey results showed a definite interest in our product draft. In the next slides, I will discuss the logistics of profitability and contribution to the Wisconsin dairy industry, which both play into whether or not schools would be willing to pay for our solution. To explain the profitability of our product, we compared our new milk pouch to what is currently being used in schools. The first aspect that would make the new pouch more profitable is its extended shelf life. Because of the longer shelf life, a smaller amount of deliveries and refrigerators will be necessary. Finally, the consumption will ideally increase as there will be more flavors available in a new packaging type. The aspects that would make it less profitable include some of what Nathan discussed above: the increased cost for special pouches, as well as new equipment and technology expenses. It is hard to predict exact numbers until the product is launched, but these are some of the aspects to think about. Meadow Breeze is expected to make a positive contribution to Wisconsin's dairy industry because it is projected to increase milk consumption, excite young consumers, which will hopefully turn into lifelong consumers, and produce a more shelf-stable fluid milk that tastes delicious.
As Mikayla mentioned, an important aspect of a sustainable Wisconsin milk industry is early introduction into the diet, which has also consistently been linked with numerous health benefits. Our product aims to offer high nutrient density in delicious flavors and convenient packaging in order to broaden access and increase consumption throughout Wisconsin, the United States, and the world. While aseptically packaged, UHT milk has a relatively higher initial energy input. Over the life of the product, there are net energy savings due to packaging and reduced refrigeration costs. Our cold component can be used as non-toxic plant fertilizer after usage, and we also have plans to reduce our carbon footprint through recycling programs. Consumers reward narratives of responsible behavior in the marketplace, and our project aims to develop relationships with farmers practicing responsible management techniques for the good of the planet. At this point in our product development, our project has a few notable hurdles to surmount, the first of which is successful integration of a food-safe cold component. While the increased cost of packaging also presents a challenge, the product narrative educates consumers about energy cost savings. As we transition from an extended shelf life to a shelf-stable product, verification procedures must be in place with our partners to ensure food safety. We've sketched out an execution strategy to address these challenges going forward. Since our product incorporates existing technologies, a first step is to determine licensing and usage agreements. We would also like to develop prototype packaging in order to prove the concept of safely integrated cold packs. The addition of a UHT pilot line in the ongoing renovation of Babcock Hall allows CDR to act as a processing consultant in our formulation trials. Based on our research, these are our starting points for developing relationships going forward. Amcor is an international company with flexible packaging manufacturing facilities in the state of Wisconsin. Based on this pouch with 24% post-consumer recycled content, our total price for the milk pouch, including milk, is 29 cents to 37 cents per piece. This doesn't include the instant cooling component, nor does it include other overhead costs such as manufacturing, transportation, or marketing. EnviroIce technology from FrostyTech is a relatively new company with many products in development. It's currently our best bet for a food-safe integrated cooling component. Meadow Breeze dairy protein beverage increases dairy shelf life and also increases available settings for enjoyable dairy consumption, facilitating lifelong dairy enjoyment. Thank you very much for your time. We're happy to answer any questions.